Okay, so before you go ahead to say yes to joint ownership with your husband, you need to know this. Yes, my name is Rose, consultant with G-Rozy Concept Realtors. Right here on this channel, we talk about real estate investment opportunity, both for male and female. We are not gender biased. I'm not a feminist. I love relationship. But today's focus is on how to protect your interest as a woman investing in real estate jointly with your husband. Said, I will be right back. If today is your first time on this channel, please click that subscribe button so that you can get first-hand information about real estate right here in Nigeria. Stay tuned. Okay, so the question is, what is joint ownership? And mind you, we're talking about in real estate. Okay, so joint ownership means two or more persons coming together to invest in real estate. It could be between brothers, sisters, friends, colleagues, but our focus today is on couples. Okay, so when husband and wife agree to come together to say, okay, we are going to buy property for ourselves, it is called joint ownership. Thing is, I'm a Christian, and in Christendom, okay, so when husband and wife say yes I do, they are basically and literally seen as one. But in the eyes of the law, it's not so. Alright, you are best seen as partner, which means you can sue your partner or can be sued by your partner. So that is why you should take it seriously when you are taking that decision to invest in property together. Nobody is praying for bad things. Nobody is praying for divorce, death, evil. Yes, but you see, life happens. Okay, so if you're going to invest in real estate jointly, why don't you do it the right way? And that is what we are basically going to talk about today. Okay, so there are three types of joint ownership. All right, so number one is joint ownership. In joint ownership, it simply means that the husband and wife equally owns the property irrespective of the amount either of the party contributes. So let's say maybe the husband contributed 90% and the wife simply bring 10%, or vice versa. They both own the property and they have equal rights. So neither of them can do anything without the consent of the other. Number two is tenants in common. Okay, so for tenants in common, there is a notional share, all right, for both parties. So it could be quarter, the wife or the husband could own a quarter and the wife own the rest. It could be that the wife owned just 2 plots out of 10 plots and the husband 8 plots out of the 10 plots. So it is shared, stated clearly, the portion that belongs to either of the parties. And thirdly, number three, a couple can decide to open a company, be the shareholders and directors, then decide to own, buy landed property equally or jointly. Okay, so here are the important things you need to put into consideration. Okay, number one is your name. Okay, so the way your name is on the title document is very important. So don't get so relaxed as a woman and say, go and buy it, put any name. No, it has to be written correctly, and that is the name of both party must be stated in full. Yes, the full. Okay, so it will be Mr. John Kelechi Ayelawa and Mrs. Rosie Nkechi Ayelawa. Alright, so it has to be stated in full. Don't say Mr. and Mrs. or Mr. John. No. It has to be stated in full. So as a woman, you have to pay attention to that. And if you're a caring husband, please be aware of this and make sure the title document is filled correctly in the name. Okay, so in your name, you need to decide if it's joint ownership you're going for or tenants in common. Okay, the idea is so that you know whether you're doing equal ownership or having a notional share as it relates to tenants in common. So in joint ownership, like I've explained earlier, you both own it equally. All right, so that has to be stated. But if it's tenants in common, of course it will be stated your share partly or share. So there is a notional share, quarter out of 10, 2 belongs to the woman or 2 belongs to the man, and so both of you have to basically come to a conclusion to know if it's joint ownership, which have equal share, or joint ownership. Okay, so and this is leading us to the point number 3, which says no third party claim when it comes to joint ownership. All right. Okay, so because it is equally owned, when one party dies, the other party, the living party or the party that is alive, okay, take possession of everything. All right, unlike the tenants in common, okay, because you already have your own share stated there, you can actually will it to someone. You can write it in your will that should be given to your family member or whomsoever you choose. All right, but for joint ownership, it belongs automatically to the party. One thing you should take note of is that in joint ownership, parties remain joint owners even in a divorce. All right, so whether you're no longer staying together, you're separated, you still own those properties jointly. So your husband or your ex-husband, as the case may be, cannot do anything without your consent, except you both come together and decide to share those things, not under duress. The point is, you own it jointly, even in a divorce, and you can come together to decide what to do. So I hear people asking, so Rosie, why joint ownership is not indicated in the title document? What then happens to me? Yes, that is why I'm doing this video. Alright, and a situation where I forgot or I'm careless about this point, and joint ownership terms were not indicated in the title document. Sweetheart, you are playing with fire. That was on the lighter mode, but it's serious, okay? So the point is, in such case, you will be expected to provide the court with substantial contribution to the purchase and development of the property, and that has to be backed up with evidence such as your statement of accounts where the money is being transferred, the receipt of the things you bought, and witnesses to show that you were part of that purchase and the development of the property. I know what that means. If the judge is not convinced enough, that case might not end in your favor. Alright, so of course the court uses their discretion to ensure they do what is just and equitable. Oh, sweetheart, instead of leaving yourself and your financial stability at the mercy of the court, why don't you listen to the end of this video and apply the knowledge you are getting today to protect your interest as a woman, okay? So this is for you to know that we are not biased, we are not gender biased here. We just want you to be informed, alright? And while you feel you need more information, please don't fail to consult your lawyer, and please, don't be emotional when it comes to such decision. You have to be logical and try to get more information about this. Alright, once again, my name is Rose. On this channel, we talk about real estate investment for both male and female. So you want to hit the subscribe button. As if today is your first time, we're happy to have you here. You can share this video with your friends, your wife, your female folks. Your sister needs to hear this. Yes, your female friends need to hear this so that they can better take the decision, informed decision about joint ownership in real estate with their partners. Alright, until I come your way again, yes, don't fail to call us for your real estate investment option right here in Lagos. Bye for now. I see you when I see you.